Hello, my name is Teresita Blanco the Sister, and today we're playing Dragon Dogma. I'm already in back Batar, and I'm doing like the stuff related to this new area.
Take care of that. Other task we were entrusted with as well.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
I'm gonna go check to see if the chick finished fixing my sword.
I'll set out on my own adventure someday.
I've ne'er seen this sort of craftsmanship. How'd they work such a pattern into the blade? Hi there, Arisen. Forgive me, but I've made nary a lick of progress toward restoring that sword of yours. The blade's make is as intricate as 'tis beautiful. Suppose that's why these things ne'er see battle, eh? If I only knew how to create this pattern on the steel, mayhap the rest had come easier.
What are you jabbering about now?
Oh,
You're looking at the work of a blaze hammer. 'Tis a process scarce employed, but one befitting the prestige of a regalia sword. Honestly, girl, you're no apprentice of mine if you can't figure out aught as simple as that.
Sorry, Brocker. Must have slipped my mind. But if these patterns were the work of a blaze hammer, mayhap that's what it'd take to fix the blade. If you've not heard the term, 'tis where you heat your hammer to extreme temperatures by dipping it in magma. 'Tis hardly e'er used since the hammers like to cool afore you can forge aught with it. Brocker's explained the process to me, but I wonder if that's enough.
It seems 'twill take a rather complex process to restore the sword, but I've no doubt that Sasara is up to the task.
Knowing that the patterns on the sword were the work of a blaze hammer complicates matters somewhat. Suppose I'll sleep on it. Mayhap the answer'll come to me on the morrow.
These writings could be of import.
Alright, I guess I'll come back later.
Then.
Let's see if the guy making the griffin statue needs me to beat up another griffin.
Fast. I can
But the alternative is to do like the Medusa head thing.
Let us endeavor to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Clark means to unveil the sculpture before a select audience. He asked me to extend an invitation to you as well. I will await you at his estate in Vernworth's noble quarter.
I guess I now have two missions back in the main area, so I guess I'll just take the Oscar back.
We gather materials here, Master.
Like, I think I'm gonna go first to visit the Dragon Forge guy to see Like I think I got in my last drink encounter, I had enough to finish Dragon Forge in my main weapon.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? The world's changing. Not sure how much longer I can keep the inn open. It's tough, but always a pleasure.
I'm about ready to fall.
Batal's Empress has clearly earned the love and respect of her subjects.
Methinks it comes of their mutual devotion. Her Majesty offers up a prayer alongside her people every single day.
'Tis a far cry from Vermund. I cannot count the number of barbs I've heard uttered about the Queen Regent.
And these are like mimicking things that are used to like tan fabrics and whatnot. Like in the old Dragon mod Dogma, I don't mean to sound like a broken record. The way that you got your stuff Dragon Forge was that like is that you had to kill a dragon and then it, like if he shot fire in your face and you survived, there was a small chance that your equipment would like get Dragon Forge and then that will give them an enhance a boost in his stats.
There, Master Saurians!
Shame I've no advantage against this foe. Oh, you're all in the same boat. A well-aimed strike. Right where it hurts.
Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's been. We are to retreat then?
Any last be strong, Master. I shall protect
Defend the Arisen.
By my reckoning, some correlation must exist twixt the dragon and mortal kind. If there's aught you seek to know, do some research.
Have you need of me?
Structure in the waters is most curious.
I've no time for you now. Leave me be.
Let me get that.
Like apparently collected something related to a different quest. Like I apparently collected something related to a different quest. I'm just making sure you heard. Because we gotta speak softly. Somebody snapping near me in the real world.
What a fell curse 'tis to be
Since times of eld, dragon blood has been... Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of less...
Oh yeah, now that's definitely a strong weapon.
the drakes. Then I bid ye farewell.
Ah, I've just remembered. Look how many women we count among our number.
And yet no two of us are the same.
Who are you? No, never mind. 'Tis of little import. I'm searching for blue crystal shards. Find any, and I'll pay you handsomely. The bigger they are, the higher your reward will be. Is that all? Tiny fragments such as these aren't nearly good enough. Still, I expect I'll find a use for them here. 'Tis a god's sway. Well, to be precise, the crystalline substance from which 'tis made. By refining such crystals, anyone can attain the power of the Arisen. The power to command pawns, that is. However, small fragments are meaningless. They cannot contend with the Arisen's power, you see. Speaking of which, should you find any large fragments, bring them to me, won't you? Though that might be difficult. We've scoured this area quite thoroughly, I should think. 'Tis possible larger shards may have been mistaken for jewels and carried off by scavengers or collectors or some such. Mayhap one such as the Oracle or the Dragon Forged would be able to aid you in locating them. I can tell you no more than that.
It seems like I accidentally moved the plot along. Coincidentally. Whatever. We'll keep going then. Since we're here, we might as well talk to him.
And this Arisen lies against fate. Since times of Eld. Remember, draconic blood flows through the veins of lesser drakes as well. You may be pitted against the dragon, yet its fate is yours to share. The Godsway? Forgive me, but I've ne'er heard of such a thing. However, some years past, a sorcerer of Batar came to me seeking knowledge of the dragon, just as ye have. Faces, I believed he called himself. It appeared his intent was to alter the will of the world through mortal means. Perhaps there is some connection. Then go. But visit me again when ye have spilled draconic blood. Since times of Eld, dragon blood. Remember, draconic. Then I bid ye farewell. I am bound to an eternal.
Other than impersonating the Arisen, it might be useful for like other citizens to be able to control pawns because the Arisen and most can only manage 4 pawns at a time.
Do watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself one of these days.
Oh, don't mind me. These things happen.
God, she always sounds out of breath.
Our soldiers need better training.
Now, where the hell's the Oz card?
Oh, the sight of yon ox cart has brought all my fatigue to the fore. Shall we climb aboard?
'Twould allow us to save our strength. Assuming we're not attacked, that is.
This ox cart's bound for the check. Can't let you on till you've paid.
Time to hit the...
I'm starving, I am.
You're not getting in here on my watch.
Go on, have a look. Looking to lay your head? We've... Soft beds are many thanks.
Soldiers lack discipline.
Speak to me another time. I'm on duty.
Like I just wanted to trigger that battle trophy that I totally missed the first time. Because I teleported to Batao. Like I'm gonna visit the seer since it's on the way there.
What is truth, Lisa?
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used.
Continues.
I like that. One of us has been poisoned.
You're mine.
I knew you would come, Arisen one. You seek answers, and you shall have them, if 'tis within my power to know them. Loath as I am to admit it, I know little of the artifact of which you speak, though I shall tell you aught I can. I sense a land soaked in warmth, a warmth akin to your own, Arisen, to that of the power of the life you possess. Yet it now lies many fathoms below the surface of the sea, in a place unreachable by mortal hands. Though 'tis strange, for I sense also that this warmth grows near. 'Twould seem a path will be open to you in time, allowing you to venture into the heart of this warmth, so like your own. Perhaps he who was dragon-forged can tell you more. Seek him out in Harv Village, if you would learn from him.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
Alright. Alright, back to the checkpoint. Down we go.
Mayhap you will think this a trifle, but one master I served was quite the carefree soul, shunning armor in all its forms.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Master... I discovered a treasure chest hereabouts during my last journey beyond the rift. Shall I guide you to it?
Watch out for the knackers, Master!
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. Battle is best avoided here. Poison ought to be cured with all due haste.
This weapon is strong, but it's so clunky to hit anything with.
Hurting yet?
right now. Like right now in the real world, it's like raining cats and dogs. We got like a flash flood warning.
I cannot help but be wary of all I've seen.
I'm starving, I am. Food? Have you any food? Many thanks. I'm still very hungry, so if you've any more food to spare, spare some charity for the poor.
Ah! You there! What do you think you're doing, huh? You keep your hands off him. Don't go thinking you can treat the poor however you like just because you're better off.
Calm down, Hugo. You've got it all wrong. This kind sir has been good enough to share some food with me. I've the both of you to thank for my good health and my full belly.
Is that right? Suppose I owe you an apology then, cuz. In my defence, one can't be too careful. There's a child-snatching scoundrel around nearly every corner in these parts. The name's Hugo, by the way. I'm a helper of sorts to the poor who live here. Ain't many folk willing to offer that sort of kindness. Even just one more's a glad sight, let me tell you. So pay me no mind. And I'm sorry for before. If you're here to help, I'll not say another word against you.
Many thanks, sir. Lucky I am to have the two of you looking out for me. Many.
Pray, keep your voice low. Always sets me to think what I can do for you. I've...
Can't imagine living any other way now. Where are you off to?
Dunno, but I'd wager it's the work of bandits. Gotta be them coral snakes again, eh? Sir Lissandro's been iron hands in a bid to flush 'em out. Though they haven't found 'em yet.
Well, if they're not caught soon, we'll be seeing shortages. Mark my words.
You ever heard of the coral snakes? There's no lack of brigands looking to make some easy coin out on the roads, but what's scary about these coral snakes is how damn organized they are. Talk is, they fall upon you all at once, and they're gone just as quick, along with all your goods and coin. We've had no luck catching them either, I'm ashamed to say. I thought only fools turned to banditry, but if they're capable of maneuvers like that, they must be a clever sort, eh? Why not live honestly if they've the brains for it? Suppose that's a foolish question. At any rate, if you've a mind to catch 'em and make a name for yourself, you ought to speak to Sir Lissandro.
A group of bandits has been terrorizing the roads of late, targeting our ox carts and the cargo they carry. They call themselves the Coral Snakes, and they are no common thieves. They are organized and deadly efficient. And worse still, they are without scruples. They have been killing and stealing in equal measure. Devils, the lot of them. What say you? Would you lend your aid in catching them? Many thanks, sir. I shall be glad to know someone is doing aught to help us. You ought begin by scouring for their hideout. It must be somewhere near the highway, for that has been their primary target thus far. Mayhap you could learn aught by speaking with some survivors of the raids.
And this is a time quest, it seems.
If you've a mind to catch those ox cart.
Only through prayer can I further my I fear I must attend to my prayers.
Where are you off to?
I've things to do if...
No harm can come of a bit of kindness.
I fear I've naught useful to share.
Many of our citizens view pawns as bringers of calamity, and hatred for their ilk is common here in Batmatan.
Many thanks, sir. Lucky I am to have the two of you looking out for me.
I can see they have already randomly found the Coral Snake Hideout. See, look, there it is. I have already passed by there before.
By your command, Arisen.
It seems they've slipped past this checkpoint and gone right into Batal. Would they put all that effort into honest work like the rest of us? If someone doesn't put a stop to them anon, we'll all be sorry. A city can't function without a steady supply of goods, and fewer, and they say you should be thankful for your life, but simply being alive isn't the same as living. The trouble happened due south of here. 'Twill be those coral snakes again, I'm sure of it.
Leave the finding of equipment-enhancing material.
Now, usually blue quests are affected by time, but not like immediate time, but I usually try to get those out of the way quickly.
Yon ox cart is broken beyond repair. I espy a hobgoblin. success. Our foe hadn't even noticed what was being pilfered.
Just recalled. A campsite I found while beyond the rift isn't far from here. Shall we go? I can lead the way.
Well, that was simple enough. The new weapon is working above expectations.
Who are you? What would you with me? You looking for the Coral Snakes Hideout? Don't ask me. They were on us before I knew what was happening. Couldn't even guess where they... Come to think of it, 'twas as we passed the crags to the west of here that they all came out at once. I had a clear view of them from the back of the cart. That's all I know. I ran for my life. Only reason I'm still here. Thought I'd come back, see if aught was left. But just being here again puts my hairs on end. You know what? I just remembered. There was a child traveling with us. Wonder if the lad's all right. They came all as one from...
These statues inspire such awe, no matter how often I espy them.
Mayhap these statues were erected that travelers might not lose their way. foe most of all. Knock its feet out from under it. Strike here in the covers.
I'm not daring to alone, but together, I can be
Usually getting the one that's underneath the leg is difficult.
I'll be feeling the scars of that battle for some time yet.
We ought to consider this a lesson. This is what befalls one who lets down their guard.
First blood's always the sweetest.
You all right?
Halt, I say!
Who? Fight!
I'll have you!
Pursuing young bandit may well lead us to the fiend's hideout. Come. Decisions.
Let us trust in ourselves and proceed with caution.
Oi! Have you lost it? A child was hurt during today's raid. We don't hurt children. That's the rule. Don't tell me you forgot.
Sorry. Must have slipped my mind.
It's like that, is it? Huh? That what you're gonna tell Lenzo? He says we don't hurt kids. So you better...
Hold it! Who's this, then?
We've got an intruder. I'll go warn Lenzo.
Just because you don't hurt children doesn't make you like a good guy. I mean, it's a fine. So that means that it's fine to hurt everyone who's 12 and up. I mean, so I guess he also hurt the elderly. They're jerks.
Coming here was the last mistake you'll ever make, cuz.
Hurting yet? You seem rather fond of this place, Arisen.
Where your overconfidence does not lead to incaution. Mayhap this ladder is here.
After you, Arisen.
At times, I find myself wondering why we must fight against our fellows.
Son of a...
One of us has been poisoned. You might have brought down the bridge with that attack. My mistake. We cannot let down our guard even for a moment, lest victory slip away from us.
Of course. The answer was staring me right in the face.
Poison ought to be cured with all due haste.
Like sometimes it's hard to keep track of the enemy with all of the particle effects.
Well done, Master. The structure of this place eludes me yet. It is quite confounding.
There's no use grumbling about it. Aught shall yield to a careful search.
Yeah, the Coral Snake people are jerks. They be like, oh, but it's bad to kill the children, but it's okay to make them orphans. Like, seriously, dude. Like, what kind of twisted logic is that? Whatever.
No. Am I going to make it?
Come on, this way. I need to get you out of here before things get bloody. That's what Lento said to do, if we ever got raided. So come on, you lot. We're going to go see him. He'll keep us all safe. I'm sure of that. They're already here. Run for it.
I'm going to enjoy these. Be they friend? Clearly not.
We have no means of exploiting our enemy's weakness. One of us has been poisoned.
Mightn't we go elsewhere? I expect there's little left of the summer here.
Come on. The Arisen's motivations are not ours to question.
A treasure chest. Oh, mine is...
I don't stand a chance.
My thanks. We shall accompany you now. Those coral snakes must pay for their crimes. We shall join you and aid your efforts however we can.
Give no quarter.
This appears to be the Coral Snakes Hideout. If we capture their leader, the other bandits might be killed.
Indeed, you are correct. Paths to victory are myriad indeed. That strategy never would have occurred to me.
Surely not! Enemy quails before you, Arisen.
Let us not. Get ahead of us. The battle continues. Success. Our foe hasn't even noticed what's being pilfered. Poison ought to be cured in due haste.
Put up a fight.
Hugo! We're out of time, lad. We'll have to scarper.
Come in, Lanzo!
But before I forget, here you are. Time for you to make yourself useful. Tisn't the first time I've taught an unseasoned whelp the meaning of betrayal. And it shall be the last! Goodbye, lad. Don't be sore. You were a fool, but a useful one.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe that you can't believe it. Like, seriously, dude. You join a band of thieves while you see what's gonna happen.
Arrest him!
Lanzo. Why?
A job well done. It is unfortunate that their leader escaped, but I very much doubt the Coral Snakes will be using this hideout again. We'll interrogate the lad, and see what he knows. Mayhap he can tell us aught of the leader's whereabouts. The Coral Snakes are still an enigma. Mayhap the lad can tell us more.
Alas, these bandits are duplicitous devils. I cannot help but feel for the lad, though he was one of them.
A cheerless outcome for all involved.
Well, I think that's enough Dragon Dogma for one day. That was a fun little adventure. That had nothing to do with the main quest, but whatever.